Alright guys, welcome back to the channel and the first news video of 2024 as we get set for what is expected to be a jam-packed schedule of news for the next 3 months leading to the release of WWE 2K24. While the first set of official news is rumoured to drop the week of the Royal Rumble, there has been some little bits of news seeping out over the festive period, as well as quite a lot of rumours surrounding the cover star. So in this video I'm going to go over that, as well as round up the latest news, including the official return of CM Punk to WWE Games and 3 more legends that are now under contract and eligible to appear in 2K24. So let's start things off with a potential leak surrounding this year's cover star, as several news sites including videogamer.com are reporting Cody Rhodes may be set to appear as the cover star for WWE 2K24. The article cites prominent WWE insider and leaker Boozer Wrestling, who's better known under the name Better Wrestling Experience, as they recently tweeted Cody 2K24 alongside custom cover art from designer CNG. While there's currently no official word on this year's cover star, Cody is definitely one name that we could see featured, as not only is he a popular star with the audience, but prior to the return of CM Punk, Cody was revealed to be the #1 merchandise seller, so it would make sense to have him front and centre on this year's cover. While Cody would be a popular choice as the cover star, recent releases in the series have seen the cover star also tied to the 2K showcase, with Rey Mysterio and John Cena appearing on covers for WWE 2K22 and 2K23 respectively, with both stars also the subject of their own 2K showcase. While Cody would be an unlikely choice for the 2K showcase, it shouldn't hurt his chances of appearing on the cover, as there have been several instances where the cover star has been separate to the showcase, with one example being WWE 2K19, as that game featured AJ Styles as the cover star, with Daniel Bryan featured in the 2K showcase. Alongside 2K19, we also had 2K20, which featured Roman Reigns and Becky Lynch as dual cover stars, though Roman wasn't part of that showcase either, as it was centered around Becky and the women's evolution. So in that regard, there's definitely a case for Cody being the cover star, or at least appearing on the cover in some form, though it's unlikely that we'd see him be the focus of the 2K showcase, as it would be hard to document his career without including his time and legacy, and due to the fact that Ted DiBiase Jr. is currently facing prison due to accusations of conspiracy to commit fraud, then there's no chance that WWE or 2K would allow him to appear. As for when the official cover reveal will take place, going by last year's timeline, it's expected that we'll see the cover announced the week of the Royal Rumble, meaning we should get an announcement sometime between Monday, January 22nd and Friday, January 26th. Up next, we have news of an upcoming model update for a WWE Legend, as the official Trish Stratus website has exclusively revealed that Trish was recently scanned ahead of WWE 2K24. Writing in a post on trishstratus.com, the author of Trish's website stated, "Trish's presence in WWE 2K23 was a usual affair, and for all the 2K fans reading this, we can exclusively reveal that Trish was scanned for the upcoming game and beyond." With the confirmation of Trish being scanned, it's expected that we'll see a brand new Trish featured in 2K24, as well as the possibility of 2 models, as we could get an updated version of her Legends model, which we've seen recycled year after year, as well as a second version featuring a modern Trish based on her return to the company in 2023. Moving on, next up we're talking Mocap, as rather than drafting the WWE stars to record their own Mocap, it's well known that 2K contract stars from other wrestling companies to do motion capture, with notable names over the years including TJ Perkins, Low Key and even the Young Bucks. One new name that we can add to the list of Mocap performers is that of TNA star Jordynne Grace. Grace's Mocap confirmation comes after she quoted a Twitter post that joked if she and Scott Steiner had a child, then that child would be Ivy Nile. Responding to the post, Jordynne confirmed that she was responsible for recording Ivy's moves in 2K23, which was her first time working with 2K for Mocap. While this news isn't necessarily in relation to 2K24, it's possible that Jordynne could have also recorded Mocap for the upcoming game, as Ivy was one of the stars featured in the later Race to NXT DLC pack, so it's possible she also recorded moves for 2K24, as Mocap for the game took place several months ago. Next up, we're talking CM Punk, as ever since he made his return at Survivor Series, there's been constant speculation on whether he would make the cut for 2K24, and if he did, would it be as part of the base roster or as DLC? While we have to wait a little bit longer to learn Punk's fate in 2K24, he is already set to return to WWE Games this week in another series, as WWE SuperCard have announced that CM Punk will make his long-awaited debut on Wednesday, January 10th, where Punk will release alongside a collectible event and a special equipment card. While Punk's appearance in SuperCard might not mean a lot to console players, the good news is that it does show that WWE and 2K want to get Punk available as soon as possible, as his SuperCard appearance comes just 6 weeks after his initial return, which is a great sign for 2K24. While such a quick turnaround is possible in SuperCard, it will undoubtedly take a little bit longer to add him to the console game, as while the developers could update his previous model and add in his new graphics, other things like commentary will take a little bit longer, though I'd imagine like SuperCard, 2K will be working as fast as they can to make him available, as they know that his inclusion is going to make money, especially if they can add him as DLC, so we could see him fast-tracked into the game similar to how The Fiend was quickly added as a pre-order bonus in 2K20. Staying with SuperCard, last month I covered how the latest Season 10 update had brought back a lot of returning legends, as in recent months we've seen the WWE go on somewhat of a signing spree, contracting a lot of former stars to Legends deals that include the option to appear in video games, and as a result of that we've seen 31 legends added to SuperCard in Season 10, hinting that they could also be set for an appearance in 2K24. Now, in an update to this, we have an additional 3 names that were recently signed to Legends deals and added to the latest update in SuperCard, which again could hint an appearance in 2K24. The new names include Afa and Sika of the Wild Samoans, whose inclusion this year would make a lot of sense given the popularity of the bloodline and the success of Roman Reigns, as not only are they part of the legendary Anoa'i family, but Sika is also the father of Roman. Should they be included, it's possible that we could see them appear in My Rise as part of a bloodline story, or perhaps in a 2K showcase centered around their famous family. Moving on to the third legend that was brought back, SuperCard also seen the return of Tatanka, who was last seen in 2K19 following a run of 3 appearances which started as a DLC character in 2K17. With these 3 stars recently added to SuperCard, they're now all eligible to appear in the WWE 2K series, though it's not by any means confirmed, as given the amount of legends that were recently signed to deals, 2K could look to hold a lot of them back for next year, or even the year after that, with WWE also having the final say on who gets included, regardless of whether or not they're already under a contract. One thing that I will say from a personal viewpoint is that with so many legends being contracted and eligible to appear, it does make me question whether we'll see a follow-up to the 30 years of WrestleMania showcase from 2K14, as given the upcoming celebrations for WrestleMania 40, it makes sense to mark that occasion and tie it into the game, as it's something that I could do every 10 years to celebrate the anniversary. So that's just my thoughts on it, given all the returning legends, but I would love to know what you make of it, so please do let me know your thoughts in the comments. As for any other updates, I think we're pretty much up to date, but expect a lot of news in the coming weeks, as we should have our first official announcements around the Royal Rumble. Until then though, thank you so much for watching this video, have yourself an awesome day, and I'll catch you later.